Good morning. Good morning. The Committee on Parole is called to order. Today is May 23rd, 2023. Time is 8:21 a.m. The Committee on Parole is located at DOC headquarters in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. With the staff at headquarters, introduce yourself.
Sergeant Marsh.
Thank you, Sergeant Marsh. We are ready for our first case. Our first case today will be a revocation case. Would the offender please introduce yourself and give your Department of Corrections ID?
Yes, sir. My name is Kenneth Milton.
Okay, try again. 51,
87, 89. My bad.
That's okay. Nice seeing you again, Mr. Milton.
Thank you, sir. Nice seeing you again, sir.
Mr. Milton, you're here for a continuation of your revocation hearing that was held approximately 2 weeks ago. At that time, you had a chance to review the charges, and you said that you needed time, and you were thinking about getting an attorney. But talking with Ms. Betty Smith, said that you requested to have the hearing, didn't want to have an attorney present. Is that the case?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did, but come to find out, I didn't have enough money.
Okay. So, do you want to proceed today without an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Milton, do you have that revocation questionnaire in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Is all the information correct?
There's a couple of things that he said I answered. I didn't answer. I didn't even know, but I did sign it though. But
and that's your signature?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you don't qualify for an appointed attorney. Is that true?
Sir, no, sir. I could have afforded one, but I've only been working a few months, and I had the money to pay my parole fees when I went to go visit my parole officer, but he arrested me instead.
Okay, sir.
I had the money.
Sir, we're gonna limit our conversation.
Yes, sir.
At hand, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to read the charges. You have the option: being guilty with a statement, not guilty, and not guilty with a statement. Do you understand the option?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Milton, the parole board is conducting a revocation hearing because you have been accused of violating the conditions of your parole supervision. Condition number 2. You failed to report since November of 2022 after being instructed to report monthly. How do you plead?
Guilty with a statement.
Condition number 3. On or about November 2022, you moved from your listed address without permission, leaving your whereabouts unknown, and on February 22nd, 2023, you admitted that you had been in the state of Texas without permission. How do you plead?
Guilty with a statement.
Number 10. You are currently $378 in arrears towards your supervision fee. You have failed to make payments since you've been released on supervision. How do you plead?
Guilty with a statement.
And special condition number 13. Attending the sex offender treatment. You failed to report for mandatory sex offender treatment for the months of August, October, November, December of 2022, January, February of 2023. How do you plead?
That's the point there, sir. I really don't know how to plead on that one because, anyway, not guilty. I'm not guilty of that one. I can't plead guilty of that one.
Now, your case has been assigned to me. Now, Mr. Milton, we're going to address each and every one of the charges and stick to the conversation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Issue number 2, you failed to report since November 2022.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was when I told him about that, I was going to Texas because my cousin was coming down, and I wanted to go and look for work because.
Okay, you told your parole officer that you were going to Texas.
Yes.
Okay. Did he issue you a travel permit?
At that time, I wasn't going at that time.
Yes or no?
No.
There was no travel permit.
He told me about it.
Sir, did he issue you a travel permit? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He issued you one.
He didn't issue no, but he told me I would have to sign one and give the address and stuff like that. He told me about it, but since I wasn't going then, I didn't see it. You know what I mean? I wasn't going because I haven't made it yet.
Mr. Milton, did you get a travel permit before you left the state of Louisiana? Yes or no?
No, sir. No, sir, I didn't.
Do you have an approved interstate compact to Texas?
Sir? No, sir.
Now, you left the state of Louisiana without permission.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's address number 3. On or about November 22nd, you moved from your listed address and your whereabouts were unknown, and you admitted to your parole officer that you were in Texas. That's number 3. So basically, that's the same conversation as number 2. So we're going to go on to number 10. Number 10, why are you in arrears on your supervision?
Why what?
Why are you behind on your supervision fee?
I had my supervision fees when I went to go see him. He arrested me. I had my fees then, $300-something. You can check my account before I came to jail. I had that on me when he arrested me. $300-something. I had that.
Did you submit that payment?
Why did I send a payment and you arrested me?
Okay. Conviction number 13. You did not attend sex offender classes as instructed in August, October, November, December, January. That was in 22, January, February 23. Now, Mr. Milton, I read every entry in your parole officer's conversation. You were told at intake on several occasions that you must attend sex offender classes starting next month. Your intake was in July, I think, and your first class should be in August. Why didn't you attend?
When I got out in August, sir, I reported to my parole officer. He told me I had to go see the sex offender officer. I knew this. I went to see the sex offender officer, Mr. Capella, and sir, he told me I didn't have to register. After that, I get a call from my parole officer a few days later to come in. You know, I went in to see him, and he gave me a 3-day sanction to turn myself into jail because I didn't register. Well, Mr. Capella didn't want me to register. You all have me in Baton Rouge as not being a sex offender, which I am not, behind a misdemeanor charge. 2 years. I got 2 years probation for this. Here's my sentencing. I got 2 years probation 25 years ago. And I'm still going through this, and man, how would you register instead of user handler, sir? It's something terrible. It's defaming my name and my character, sir. I can't even get a good job.
Mr. Milton, this body does not have anything or any jurisdiction over sex offender registration. That is a job for the Louisiana State Police. According to the Louisiana State Police, you are a sex offender and you must register. I've checked
this right here.
Sir, let me finish speaking. It's impolite to interrupt someone when they're speaking. I don't interrupt.
Right.
Don't interrupt you. Please do not.
Right. Yes, sir.
I have checked with the proper authorities that according to state police policies and regulations, they have considered you a sex offender and you must register in the state of Louisiana. I don't know about the state of Iowa where you commit this crime, but when you exit the boundaries of Louisiana, the Louisiana State Police has jurisdiction, and they are telling us that you must register as a sex offender. Now, you may have to work with someone at the state police and get this straight, but as far as this body is concerned this morning, you are a registered sex offender and you must follow the Louisiana guidelines as far as sex offenders.
I've been doing that, sir. I've been doing that. But when Mr. Capella told me I didn't have to register because I spoke with Miss Richardson, Lieutenant Richardson here, and she called and talked with some people, and they said I didn't have to register, that it was wrong to have me register. They had me registering up under of a Louisiana felony. I didn't plead guilty to that. I didn't make a plea bargain to a Louisiana felony. I didn't plead guilty to a Louisiana felony.
Mr. Jack,
Misdemeanor, I pled guilty to.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller. I used to be the head of probation and parole. It doesn't matter what you pled to in Iowa. They compare it to our charge. Charge is the closest, is what they decide if you got to register or not. You're on mute.
You're on mute. Mr. Milton, you're on mute.
Try now.
They had me registering since '99 when I first came here. This year, I mean, the charge that I registered to didn't even much didn't fit the criteria in Louisiana to have me to register in the state of Louisiana. It didn't fit their criteria. Iowa neither. It didn't fit the criteria to have me having to register.
Mr. Milton, but this body, Mr. Milton, this body did not have jurisdiction over that. As Mr. Freeman said, when you exit the boundaries of Louisiana, the state police took your charge and correlated with the charge that you were convicted of, and you have to understand, one state misdemeanor to be a felony in another state. So, we're ready for your closing statement.
Well, sir, this been messing up my life for 25 years since I moved back home to help take care of my mother. I can't even find a good job to do that, sir. I'm a father, and nowhere in the United States where a misdemeanor charge keep a man from living. I can't even cut nobody's yard in my neighborhood because you got it posted up that I'm a sex offender by sending cars to every house there is. It's very dangerous for me being out there. I mean, come on now, sir. Behind a misdemeanor charge, I received 2 years probation for that. I mean, it doesn't fit the criteria of having to register, but I've been doing that just to stay free, just to be able to be free. I've been doing that. And it doesn't even fit the criteria, sir, on having to register. But I've been doing that. And so it really hurts me. It really hurts me. What it do? I mean, I tried working. I go to Texas work, but I called my PO, called him, and texted him, and told him, and didn't never receive a phone call back. You know, all this. Mr. Lane been at me since I got out. He been trying to violate me since I got out, man. I lost the job when he sent me a 3-day sanction in here. I lost a 3-day. I lost that job. It was a side job, but I lost it. You know, because he gave me a 3-day sanction for Mr. Capella not making me register. I never heard it. And Mr. Capella told me, hold on, sir, please. And Mr. Capella told me that Mr. Lane had called him and told him some awful things that he had to make me start back registering again. I didn't mind doing it. I went ahead and did it. But I cried all the way home when he told me I didn't have to register. Man, that really was a relief from me. And then 3 days later, called me back and told me I got to register because my parole officer called him.
Mr. Milton, I really sympathize. I empathize with you, but we do not have jurisdiction. We have to decide whether or not you violated the conditions of your parole. I would suggest that you contact someone who can give you some legal advice and negotiate with the Louisiana State Police and see if you can resolve this situation. This body cannot get it, understand what you've gone through, but we have no jurisdiction to solve your problem. Your problem is with the Louisiana State Police, and someone to intercede for you to help you with that problem.
I did.
Sir, it's a panel ready to vote. Yes, it's a panel ready to vote. Yes. Mr. Milton, we're voting now. Mr. Milton, you pled guilty to not reporting to your parole office a violation of conviction number 2. You left the state of Louisiana without permission.
I was coming back and forth.
You left the state of Louisiana without permission, and you didn't abide by the conditions of your sex offender treatment contract. Therefore, I'm going to revoke your supervision. Ms. White.
It is unfortunate, Mr. Milton. Going forward, when you talk to somebody in any, like when the lady calls state police, you get the name of the person, you ask them to put it in writing and mail it to you or fax it to the institution. You need things in writing of what of the changes, the discrepancies in whatever the agencies say. But for today, based on the documentation we have today and what's in place today, my vote is to revoke as well, based on your guilty plea and the findings based on your testimony here today.
Mr. Freeman.
I concur, even though, I see what he's going through, but I have to concur or violate the condition.
Mr. Milton, you have received 3 votes to revoke your supervision. Your supervision has been revoked today. Good luck, sir.